Good evening, wonderful family. Welcome back to our channel. Thank you for always stopping by. In today's video, I want to share with us the elements, how to know your elements using your date of birth and the zodiac sign where you belong. Okay, I see so many people asking me how to know their element. This is an opportunity for you to learn. Okay, we all know that we have four elements. I've made a video on that. I talked about water, earth, fire, and air. Okay, these are the four elements we have, and this element has its potentials, it has its meaning. Okay, so let me just go straight and mention the date of birth that fall under each element. From January 21st to February 19th, your element is air. Okay, then from 20th February to 20th March, your element is water. Then from 21st March to 20th April, your element is fire. From 21st April to 21st May, your element is earth. Then from 22nd May to 21st June, your element is air. From 22nd June to 22nd July, your element is water. From 23rd July to 23rd August, your element is fire. 24th August to 23rd September, your element is earth. Then from 24th September to 23rd October, your element is air. Okay, then from 24th October to 22nd November, your element is water. Then from 23rd November to 21st December, your element is fire. From 22nd December to 20th January, your element is earth. Okay, yes, this is how to know your elements. So as I mentioned it, you go through your date of birth and check your element. At the end of this video, I'm going to post it on my community tab, so that those that don't know their elements can go there and check it out themselves. Okay, now I want to talk about how to connect to this element. So many of you come to meet me, how do we connect to this element? How do I utilize my powers as a water element, as an earth element, as an air element? Okay, when I read these comments, I'll just ignore it, because I want to make a video on that. There's no need giving the expo under the comment section. Now I'm going to start with the earth. Okay, earth means sand. I'm using sand to represent my earth. Okay, for those that belong to earth, any work you do, I want it to be very, very effective. Please bury it. And when I want to make a very serious prayer, maybe you want to liberate yourself, you want to do a kind of serious prayers about yourself, about your family, always pray with sand. Okay, most of these prayers are better done in my language. Okay, we call it ajala. Okay, so if you know how to utilize this sand, believe you me, you will never lack anything. You will never be in that position that you've been for years, that is making you cry every day. Anytime you're praying, let the say sand, that whoever that is responsible for my predicaments, let sand ajana, let the sand deal with the person. The sand signifies the earth. You just hear that the person's building just collapsed, or the person just fell down and died, because each time the person that is holding you step on sand, you see the person will have a very big problem. Okay, it's as powerful as that. So learn how to pray with it if you are earth element. Then for those that are fire elements, please always light your candle whenever you're doing your prayers. Connect with the fire element, call on fire, tell Father to come and consume every man, every woman holding what belongs to you. That let the fire from the heaven come and consume him or her. Okay, then make sure you light your candle. Even in your house, if you have a candle stand, if you have an altar, make sure you always light a candle there. By the grace of God, you will see God using these natural things to fight for you. It's just as simple as that. Okay, then another element is our air. You can use incense as air. Okay, the smoke that goes out from the incense is symbolizes air. Okay, so whenever you're praying, if your element, always use your incense. Okay, and say that any man, any woman that is against your life, that is frustrating your destiny, okay, let breeze, air, destroy that person. You've heard stories of people's building, just breeze from nowhere will just come and pull off the roof, or they will say that the person just fell down when he was going home. There is a very big breeze that fell the person down, the person became blind, the person just fell down, and that is stroke. These are people that have been praying with air, telling God to fight for them using their elements. And you see that evil man or woman holding your destiny will not survive it if you pray this way. Okay, then the last element is water. This is my water. Anytime you're praying, make sure you pray with water. This is where you draw your energy from. Tell water, we know that water is a very powerful element. Tell water that anybody holding your destiny, anybody against your life, against your destiny, against your prosperity, whenever that person crosses water, whenever that person uses water, let that water choke that person, let that water deal with that person. And if you want your work to be powerful, each time you do any work, go and throw it inside the water. For people that uses fire, that their fire is element, please, anytime you do any spiritual work, make sure you burn it. Okay, yeah, that is a very powerful way to make your work very, very effective. I know that people will ask me, what if I'm water element, can I use sand to pray? Yes, you can. I personally use these 4 elements to do my spiritual work. I draw my strength from all these elements. Okay, so if you know how to utilize the 4 of them, you'll be a very great person. Yes, whenever you're praying, you say, any man that will make this my work, or that will make this my prayer not to work, anytime you step on this sand or step on the ground, let the ground swallow you. You hear of people, they will say the person just hit the head on the leg on the stone or whatever. That is the beginning of the person's problem. Yes, because your prayer is working on the person. The person has stepped on the land, on the earth, is not pursuing him or her. Okay, you see that anytime the person passes through anything that brings out smoke, let that smoke choke him. We have somebody, the person is not asthmatic, he just inhales smoke, that is the end of the person, because you know how to pray with the elements. Okay, then you talk about water, the same thing. You talk about light, fire. Anytime the person cooks, eats with anything cooked with fire, let that fire consume him. You just hear bad news about that your enemy. It's just as simple as that. And for those that will say this is diabolic, please don't bother watching the video. I am here to teach people that really want to increase their spiritual life and be spiritually untouchable. That is the essence of this channel. Not for those people who feel they are more righteous than us. Okay, yes, I've come to the end of today's video. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe if you've not subscribed. Share my videos, like my videos. Okay, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you once again. Good night.